Today was supposed to be my baby's due date. If you didn't know, I had pregnancy loss late last year, and then 3 months later, I found out that I was pregnant again. With that came a lot of emotions. I was ecstatic, still am ecstatic to be pregnant with my son, but I also felt a little bit of guilt because I was just like, dang, do I just forget this other baby? I don't want to forget this other baby. Like, I had plans for this baby. Today we would have been probably at the hospital. Maybe he would have came early, maybe he would have came late, or she would have came late. And today also is my dad's birthday, so it was just like this date was like really significant. And because it was so significant, and of course it had to be on my dad's birthday, so it would be a date I never forgot, I had a constant battle of just like guilt, because I felt like, did I push this baby to the side? But also still grieving like what plans that me and my husband had for this child that we were going to have. The other day I got this comment in one of my videos, and it shook me a little bit. It was just like wow, I consider myself already a private person. What I put on social media is very just like, I would tell anybody clearly, but my private life is extremely private in general. I'm just not out here spilling all my tea. And on top of that, even with this pregnancy, I put what I want to put out, but the nitty-gritty details are honestly between me and my husband and my mom, because there's just some things I don't want to put out there and I don't have to. But it shook me because I was just feeling like, well, I lost the other baby and I didn't post about that baby until I posted my testimony. I had to make sure that I wasn't letting other people project their convictions on me or their fears onto me. Since the beginning of this pregnancy, because I had the first pregnancy loss, I had so much anxiety, and still sometimes I do, of just like, oh my gosh, did this happen to the baby? Is the baby okay? Is this? But I had to pray that got released off of me, because I was really operating in this pregnancy in fear. My mom would constantly tell me, my husband wouldn't be worried. He would constantly tell me, it's like, the plan that God has set in place for your life, like if that's his will, no words, no forces, no nothing can come against the plan that he has for you. I'm going to be enjoying this pregnancy. I am a living testimony of what God can do and how he can restore your faith and restore your heart. I'm also moving with the fact that grief is not linear. When I thought that I was completely healed, there's some days where I'm like, oh my gosh, I would have been like this at this stage in pregnancy, or I would have been like this, or I've been like that. I'll have those moments, like I'm human, but everything happens according to God's will, and I've accepted that. What I love about God is he's not done. Like, he knows we're gonna have our emotions, we're gonna have our feelings, we're gonna grieve,